We play.
We fight.
We conquer.
Welcome back to the Freak Show. I am your host today, Bumpy McSquiggums, and we're diving back into SD Gundam G Generation Cross Rays. I think. Something like that. Anyhow, I've been playing around doing the missions that we've already done, which is not a lot. There's 2 of them. And I've been also dispatching people onto these little adventures that we can send them out on in the group dispatch. And I've done some stuff. I leveled up our Gundam Barbatos, which we picked up along with Mikazuki. I converted the Barbatos to the second version of the Barbatos, which essentially means he has a different weapon loadout, which is pretty interesting. So if we go take a look real quick at organization, we'll go to the list, we'll go to the MS, okay. And I just did that, now I sent him on another mission. So if we take a look at the Barbatos, since he's no longer tier 1 or first form Barbatos, he now has the 300mm smoothbore cannon alongside his mace. But there's more to do, and there's stuff to be gathered. I'm ready to move on to the next tier of things, so I'm pretty excited. I did try putting the mobile worker on one of those platforms that fly around and put him in space, and it did not work. So, just something to be aware of. All right, we're going to group dispatch. And yes, let's see our dispatch report. I put him in a DLC one, a group dispatch that basically, well, you'll see right here. It is the dispatch group from Tremendous Level Up. So we sent them out. They actually got 100% complete, and you'll see that's 2,058 experience. And that is, I'm guessing, split, or each and every one of these things got it. So that means that the ship itself that we have, all of the pilots and mechanics and everything on that, plus all of our pilots and all of their mobile suits. So they're all significantly higher in level. And the only thing I hadn't done up to that point in the Tremendous Level Up is the 100%, which we were able to pull off right here. So now we have all of the rewards that we can get from this, but we can always rerun and keep doing these things. And it's going to work out to our advantage. We also, of course, get the capital. And we've gathered a little bit of capital, actually, despite everything that we've done so far. And I'm pretty excited. Let's go take a look at where we're at. We might get some extra stuff. Nope, okay. Let's go to the organization. Let's actually take a look now at the Barbatos. Now, a couple of things. First, let's go with the combat helicopter, okay? Combat helicopter. Oh, I bought an extra mobile worker, which I threw Mikazuki into to mess around until I could afford the Barbatos. But I now have the Barbatos, so it just kind of played one mission. It is what it is. All right, so combat helicopter is level 10, which means we should be able to develop it into whatever we want. Do you want it to go from the EA combat helicopter to the Orb Forces? We could. There's a definitive upgrade. Actually, is there? There is absolutely no upgrade there. I lied to you all. I apologize. I don't know what the difference is, but it's a thing we could do. We can move it as a linear gun tank, which there is a definitive upgrade there, though it's ground versus atmospheric. Same thing here with the agile definitive upgrade, stays as atmospheric. And then finally, we could go with the spearhead, staying as atmospheric, but it is the best of the upgrades. And that is what we're going to do right now. Turn it into the spearhead. We no longer have the combat helicopter. Now, I don't know if there's a way to develop this beyond. No, it looks like we could lower it, but we couldn't up it, essentially. So that's fine. And this is one of the differences. Well, I say that. Looks like we could go back to the combat helicopter. We go with the linear gun tank. Now, the last one was the agile. This is the Mobius linear gun as an option, and it's a spacefaring vessel. And then there's something that we have yet to unlock or know about if we get 6 levels with this thing. So, interesting across the board. Let's go take a look at the Barbatos. I don't know that we do. We do actually have extra things. Okay, so we could actually retrograde back to the first form. The first form, as I stated earlier, only has the mace. The new one is the Barbatos third form, which we haven't seen yet. I guess we'll take a look at it now. And it looks like it has a wire claw. I don't know what that means exactly. But it is some extra type of weapon. Again, not really sure. It's low energy. It is melee. No, it's not melee range. It's a little bit further out. I don't really know. Oh, okay. It kind of shows how it hits. It does lower the enemy's movement, which is interesting. Okay. Which is pretty cool. So, again, all these little things, right, that we're starting to get. I could move it directly into the third form right now if I wanted to. I'm probably going to hold off a second form because we at least have a melee and a ranged attack at this point. And I may hold off until we can get maybe the third, the fourth, the fifth, whatever forms the Barbatos eventually takes down the line. Now, mobile worker-wise, we can go take a look at this one real quick. I don't know that I want to go through and develop a lot of these. I sort of do, but at the same time, I kind of don't. I don't know. There's the new mobile worker from Tekkadan. Now, the downside with this is it's hard to compare stat for stat because we're level 10 right now. So whenever we do switch over to additional things, we actually take a step back to level 1 whenever we do modify. So this being level 10, it looks like it's already going to be significantly stronger, but I don't know. I don't know what the difference between the two are. And then we have the mobile worker Gallarhorn again, the HD mobile worker, which looks like even at level 1 is almost exactly. It's actually better defense, but it's lower on mobility and a lot less HP. And then we have the new mobile worker Tekkadan. New mobile worker Tekkadan and new mobile worker Tekkadan. That's weird. I assume it has some extra features, and I suppose that's something that we could check, right? Still got the 60mm cannon versus, I think we have a 30mm cannon in the normal mobile worker. And then the new mobile worker, we have the 60mm armored personnel, I don't know, high explosive round. I've got nothing. Anti-personnel high explosive round, or armored piercing high explosive round, perhaps. 60mm and the rockets as well. So it is actually a significant upgrade because of the weapons. I think I'll do it. I think I'm going to do it. So we got that, and then we can go take a peek real quick just to develop it again. And it looks like there's some other options that we don't know about just yet. So very cool. I like seeing the fact that we can continue down the line with the various different things that we have, and yet still, you know, like reuse. Like we don't have to be like, okay, we got Barbatos Form 1, or we got the mobile worker. It's no longer viable. It's no longer useful. Let's switch to something else. I like the fact that we can be like, okay, well, let's upgrade this to something different. It's, I don't know. I like it. I happen to like it a lot. I think that's a very, very cool thing. I do like our long-range reconnaissance type, but I would like to get a better version of that if that's possible. And then I think after that, we'll maybe take a knee on doing all this stuff, and we'll actually do the next mission. All right, so let's see what we have. So we have the Jin long-range reconnaissance type, and then they're throwing just the regular Jin at us. It has more mid-range attacks and close-range attacks versus just long distance and in close range. Then we have the CGUE, the Cug. I got nothing. Once again, ooh, we got a Vulcan system shield. I don't even know what that means. What does that mean? Damage dealt varies with hit number if attack is critical. I don't. That's fine. Unit ability is shield defend. Interesting. So I suppose we have some extra way of doing something. What does this do? Further reduces damage when defending. So you want to use your defend more than your evade. And stat-wise, it is a pretty significant increase. But again, we lose that long range. Then we have the Din, which I'm hoping that we find something that keeps us at the long range, but allows us a bit more oomph. And this still doesn't. It's 2-3, 2-4, and 3-5, without giving us the option to, you know, we're doing 8 right now. So I don't know what this is just yet. The units, okay, we have to hit 11, so we'll wait for that. We'll wait for that to hit 11 before we go that route. We go take a look at the Gray's space type. Arianaud hood, something along those lines. Alright, so we know we have the battle axe and the 120mm rifle and the nano laminate armor. What other options do we have? I was hoping to upgrade the last one. Since we didn't, I suppose we'll check this. This is pretty much exactly the same, only the other one's more tuned for space, whereas this is more tuned for ground combat, okay? Makes sense. Gray's space type. Pretty much, again, the same. Not really much different, to be honest. Again, battle, yeah, same weaponry. This is just like a variant of it, right? So then we have the Gray's dance leaf team, Ariane Hood, you know, the thing that I can't say. Yes, clearly. We'll stop trying right now. All right, we have the dance leaf and something different. What is? All right, that's a big old 4-9 range. Oh, look, it's like a bow and arrow rifle beam cannon thing. That's pretty sick. And then whatever this is, it's a map weapon, so like a massive area of effect projectile or something. Mass area projectile. I wouldn't hate switching that over, maybe. And then finally, the Gray's Ritter space type. Again, BB and C, and then A, C, and D. And then over here we got 175, 155, 190. So upgrades across the board on all of that. Even the health is more, and the energy. It's a straight upgrade there. And then we have the Nightblade and 120mm rifle, which is kind of basically what we already have, but like a better variant of it. 3500, 3400, yeah, battle axe and the 120mm rifle. And this is the Nightblade and the 120mm rifle. So this is the most interesting. Alright, so this is what we're going to do. We're going to snag that up. I was going to do something with this, but we'll wait. We'll wait to see what the last one is before we do it. And I think that's good. So let's actually get into some stuff. Training characters. Oh, we can upgrade them higher if we wanted. As you see, we have still quite a few that we're not using, so our repertoire is quite high. I could probably start removing people and hiring new people, but we'll see. Keep in mind, before, I haven't posted a single video yet, so if you guys have already signed up, it'll be down the line before you're actually added into the roster. So I don't know how many episodes we're in now, like 5, 6, 7, 10, I don't know. But either way, I'm having a blast. I'm really loving this, guys and gals. I really, truly am. All right, story mode. Let's get to it. All right, whaling it is. And we'll go with normal again. It's all space battles. And we'll see what we can bring. What I should do, I should have actually brought something new to the mix. Losing their guide to Earth and unable to return to Mars, the Isaribi and his crew found themselves wandering among the stars. During this time, Kudelia discovered that most of the Tekkadan children had never received any formal schooling, and the majority of them could not read nor write. Mikazuki, although able to pilot the Gundam frame expertly, is one of them. Mikazuki, is it true that you cannot read? How are you able to pilot such sophisticated machinery? Which I apparently can't say. Such sophisticated. It's not like I make it move by reading. It's pretty much the same as piloting a mobile worker. Also, intuition, I guess? Intuition? Is it so surprising? Would you like to learn how to read and write? If you could read and write, I'm sure it would be useful to you in the future. You'd expand your world by reading books and writing letters and essays? I see, so I'll be able to read all kinds of books. Maybe I'll give it a try. Although brief, he was finally free from the battlefield and enjoying a moment of peace. The way things ought to be. Even if she were to fail to change the world, perhaps it is this kind of ideals that Kudelia envisions for the future. These kinds of ideals? Hey, is everything alright? I heard you started learning how to read and write. Kudelia says she'll teach me. Takaki and some others too. Uh-huh. I won't be able to do maintenance work on mobile suits if I can't read and write. I can't do it yet, but I want to be able to read all kinds of books and learn about vegetables. Right, I remember you talking about that before. Orga, are you holding up okay? Yeah, I'm doing great. What about you? Have you rested enough after the last battle? Yeah, I'm fine. Ah, that's good to hear. We've still got a long way to Earth. Yeah. You haven't changed a bit over all these years. What about you? Me? I'm still the same old me. You sure are. Danger! No danger yet? Generally, that's how things go in IBO. Just, good, we survived. Oh, and now horrible things are happening again. Surprise! Stage 3, Whaling. There's the Isaribi. Well, do you see any ships pursuing us? Not detecting any Ahab waves. Our patrols aren't reporting anything either. Looks like we lucked out. It's too early to let our guard down. So, let's discuss what we should do from here. Well, Orcus was no good, so we need to find another guide. Is a guide absolutely necessary? Yeah, of course. That is, if you want to get to Earth safely. We can't just use any guide now that we have Galahorn after us. We're going to need someone who can also take care of our guys back on Mars. Someone powerful enough to watch our backs. Watch our backs, huh? Who can we talk to? Teiwaz could. What? They're the only ones. You're joking, right? Orga? Who's Teiwaz? Teiwaz, a conglomerate based around the Jupiter sphere. I've heard rumors that they're really a mafia-like organization. Seriously? We need to find out their true identity. Indeed, Teiwaz has some influence on Earth, so Galahorn won't be able to attack so easily, but... So just how are we going to negotiate with Teiwaz? Yeah, will Teiwaz really support a bunch of kids like us? If only we had a mediator. Well, as things stand, we can't go to Earth or return to Mars. We have no choice but to head to Jupiter. We need to at least take the chance to talk to them. I'll figure out a way to negotiate. Are you serious? That's going to be impossible. Orga, sorry, but I've got a problem. What's wrong, Chad? I was having trouble trying to contact our guys on Mars. Fumitan? I've got an idea. Fumitan? It's nothing too complicated. I simply used Galahorn's Ariadne. The Ariadne, even when struck by Ahab waves where radars don't work, the Ariadne is capable of guiding and keeping ships on the correct path. Long-distance communication is made possible by using the cocoons that compose it as relay points. Wait, won't Galahorn know that we're doing this? Well, the communication is encrypted, so that shouldn't be an issue. I didn't know you could do that. If you like, I could assist you going forward. That is, with my lady's permission, of course. Yes, yeah, of course. That's decided then. Please help us out as our communications operator. Very well, sir. Fumitan, bringing in some good old ideas to help us along the way. But things never go smoothly. What's that? Oh, okay, never mind. McGillis! How's the pursuit going? As soon as things are ready, I'll go out as well. This time, I'll put an end to that kid. We aren't pursuing them. What? Calm down, Galileo. There's a whole lot of extra work to be done since Coral's death. We can't act right away. We're not going to let them get away with this, are we? No. Based on the special delivery they sent us, Kudelia Ina Bernstein is most definitely aboard that ship. In that case, they'll be en route to Earth soon. We'll be seeing them again. Forget about that for now. I found out something interesting. What's that? That mobile suit we just fought against is a Gundam frame. A Gundam frame? Yes, it was a prominent machine at the end of the Calamity War. It was one of the 72 units called Gundam. That one's individual name is Barbatos. Gundam? I think I've heard that name before. Are you sure about this? I'm checking the reactor pattern. It has 2 Ahab reactors, specially designed for that machine, and that's what makes it so unique. Huh. Hard to believe that such an old mobile suit put up a decent fight against us. I think it was the pilot rather than the machine. Huh? Don't worry about it, Galileo. Apparently, the Alea Vignana system was developed during the Calamity War so pilots could maximize the abilities of mobile suits. Those damn space rats. Yeah, using that Alea Vignana system that we so desperately wanted. We didn't. It's forced upon us, but it's okay. It's okay. We being the space rats, of course. So, are we going to meet with this Teiwaz person? Wasn't Teiwaz a company and not a person? Yes, but there's no one to mediate, so it's not going to be easy. Oh, okay. Aren't you interested? It's very important. Not really. Orgel will make sure everything is fine. I actually don't understand why you're going to Earth in the first place. What? We're going to Earth? Didn't I tell you? Well, no. I'm not sure what to do. I don't have any nice clothes to wear. You'll be fine with what you're wearing now. We're going to Earth, right? I don't want them thinking that I'm some kind of just country girl. The reason I'm going to Earth is to win the freedom of the Martian people. Oh. Due to the Calamity War 300 years ago, the subdivided nations of Earth were united into 4 economic blocks. Were you aware of this? Nope. Oh, I see. Following that, the outer spheres like Mars and Jupiter were divided among the economic blocks and governed by them. The Chrysae Autonomous Region on Mars came under the economic block of Arbrow. However, due to the unfair transplanetary economic pact initially established, people there were cruelly exploited for many years. I've been negotiating with the Arbrow government of Earth to change this. And just the other day, Makanai Togonosuke, the leader of Arbrow, agreed for the first time to hold talks on this issue. My aim is to win economic independence for Mars. I believe that it will lead to the happiness of all Martian people. And also something about deregulating or doing something about the half metals. That's amazing, Ms. Kudelia. I see. So you're the one who's going to make us happy. Yes, that is my intention. Do we get the Danger Will Robinson thing yet? No? Not yet. Well, meanwhile, back on Mars. Are you Second Lieutenant Ein Dalton? Yes, sir. We know that you engaged a civilian organization outside of Chrysae. Your squadron planned to defeat them with your overwhelming power, but things didn't go quite as planned. Was that due to the enemy's mobile suit? Yes, sir. I want you to give me your honest impression of the enemy. How was his fighting ability? At first, I was surprised that this civilian organization even had a mobile suit. However, as the battle began, I was even more surprised by something else. What sort of surprise? It was something I never witnessed during any of my training. Its mobility and reaction speed. It used these factors brilliantly, and we were shaken. I see. Understood. Thank you. You're dismissed. Specialist Major, sir, I have a favor to ask. What is it? I lost my superior officer because I wasn't good enough. I cannot return to Mars like this. I request your permission to join the pursuit force. Please, sir. I understand how you must feel. I'll consider it. Thank you, sir. I'll follow up with you later. You may go now. Yes, sir. Gundam. It seems we're outclassing some of the big bads, you know? I'm just saying, we're kind of a big deal. Orga, I was thinking. I think it's impossible to negotiate with Teiwaz without a mediator. Well, what should we do then? I don't know. But I think we should think this through carefully and find the best way. I did think about it. I thought it over and over. I can't find a better way. I honestly feel this job is too much of a burden for the current Tekkadan. Besides, we don't have any real work experience. So what? We give up escorting Kudelia and hand her over to Gallerhorn? No, that's not what I'm saying. Maybe we could subcontract another company to do it. No. As long as we've committed ourselves, we have to move forward. Orga. Aren't you rushing things a bit? Well, what do you mean? I feel like you're choosing the most dangerous path on purpose. Maybe you're right. Why? Why are you so determined to move forward? Because I'm being watched. What? Every time I turn around, his eyes are there. His eyes? Do you mean Mikazuki? Yeah, Mika is amazing. He's strong, cool, and brave. He even mastered a mobile suit in his first battle. I see it in his eyes. They ask me, Orga, what are we going to do next? And what should I do next? And what exciting things are you going to show me next? That's what I see. I can't betray those eyes. I always have to be the absolute boldest and the coolest Orga Itsuka in his eyes. The die has been cast and there's no going back, only forward. We finally found our place. Everyone's lives and futures are all riding on Tekkadan now. You're right. Okay, Biscuit. We head to the Teiwaz headquarters. No changes. Right. Got it. There it is. What is it? What happened? A stop signal from another ship. Another ship? What's their position? Unknown, sir. Is it Gallerhorn? I don't know. Where is it? Incoming transmission. You maggots! I want my ship back! It's the president. How dare you steal my ship? It's Maruba. You thieving rats! I want my Will-o'-the-Wisp back! Maruba? RK? How? You hear me, Orga? I know you can hear me. Stop the ship right now, you rotten piece of... Ms. Admos, are you able to analyze the LCS signal? Yes, transmission source from position 180, distance 6200. They're moving at almost the same speed. This is bad. They've taken up position right behind us. No way! There were no Ahab waves detected. How'd they do it? Well, if they're good at stuff like that, they're sure to be a pain. Hurry up! Stop the ship! I want it back now! Are you brats listening? Stop the ship! I'll kill you without a second thought! Get out of the way, old man. It's Naze. This is going nowhere. It's getting boring, isn't it? Who are you? Me? I'm Naze Turbine, leader of the group The Turbines. I'm Orga Itsuka, leader of Tekkadan. Tekkadan? Give me a break. Hey, shut up for a minute. I happen to have a working relationship with Maruba RK. I bumped into him on Mars. He told me he had a run-in with Galahorn and was in trouble. So I said we could deal with them and decided to lend him some help. But the Turbines are a crew directly under Teiwaz. What? The group itself is small, but the man Naze has sworn a Sakazuki blood oath to Teiwaz's boss, McMurdo Barriston. So he's a big shot. Things can't get any worse than this. If we cross Teiwaz too, it's the end for us. No, this is a chance for us. Remember, we wanted the support of Teiwaz. Looks like Maruba brought us that opportunity. Hey, don't be whispering amongst yourselves while you're talking with me. From where I'm standing, looks like you boys sure seem to like each other a lot. Watch yourself, Orga. Sorry about that. Please continue. Is that so? He says we'll be rewarded for helping him by giving us all of CGS's assets. But when I looked into it, on paper, CGS had gone out of business, and all of its assets were transferred to Tekkadan. So you're here to take what you couldn't get from Aruba from us? Don't be so uptight. I saw the battle you had against Galahorn. You boys certainly know how to put up a fight. If you hand over the assets, I'll be good to you. I'll give you decent jobs working directly under us, safe jobs where you don't have to put your lives at risk. While I can see that you've got a rather large household, you can't all be together forever. Huh? What's he talking about? I don't want everyone to go their separate ways. Are you joking? Did it sound like I was joking? Sorry, Mr. Turbine. We can't... Or Turbine, excuse me. It's Turbine for us, but Turbine. Anyway, we can't accept your offer. Is that so? We have a job. We accept it as Tekkadan. We can't just quit on it. Excuse me, may I say one thing? Huh? What is it? What is it, fatty? I'm Biscuit Griffin. What is it, Biscuit Boy? Can we make a deal here between the Turbines and Tekkadan? We want to escort Ms. Kudelia to Earth. To do that, we have to avoid the eyes of Galahorn and have a guide that can secure a path to Earth. I'm listening. The Turbines manage the transport branch of Teiwaz, correct? Will you allow us to use your transport route? Of course, we'll pay the tolls. No, out of the question. Why? Don't talk like you're a professional when all you did was steal your boss's company. I'm talking about principles here. How can you say that with a straight face when you've sided with the coward who left us all to die? I can't stand being seen as below that scoundrel. But what are you going to do? If you don't want to be treated like the kids you are, then you're my enemy. You understand? Said it once, and I'll say it again. We can't accept your offer. Whatever your principles are, we have our own honor to uphold. Am I to understand that you want to fight against us? Yeah, we'll show you that we're not just a bunch of kids. Maruba, we'll show you too. What? Orga, you little... We're gonna make you pay for all of our dead comrades. It's going to cost you a lot for being so big-headed. Aw, yeah. It's getting real. We're about to get into it. What? Pretty excited, folks. Look at it. It's the Hammerhead. Sorry that it turned out this way, Amita. It's a grown-up's job to scold kids when they're being naughty. You're such a lovely woman. You know that? Alright, let's get this started. Tell Lofter to put on her normal suit. Yes, ma'am. Everyone, get to your battle stations. Aziz, you're going out with me. Yes, ma'am. Anytime. It's been a while since I've seen some action. Alright. Sorry about that, Biscuit. There's no turning back, right? I'm afraid not. But we're still going to need your help. Yes, I know. Alright, I know they're coming at us from behind, but this is a good opportunity to show them what Tekkadan is capable of. You guys ready? We were born ready. Yeah, we'll show them. This is a rare chance to negotiate with Teiwaz. Let's not mess this up. Ahab waves detected. Their ship is closing in fast. Maintain our speed and turn 180 degrees. Prepare to exchange fire. Yes, sir. The ship will now engage in battle. Ship gravity will be deactivated. My lady, please evacuate to the core block. Will I be in the way if I stay here? My lady. No, I want to stay here and watch. If you so desire, milady. Turning 180 degrees. That was quick. Akihiro, can you get out there? Yeah, I'm on my way. Mika. Of course. Thanks. They sent out their mobile suits. It's about to get real, folks. I don't remember them having all those. That one existed. They're maintaining their speed while turning to directly face us? A classic textbook maneuver. They passed the first test. Azi, don't get in the ship's line of fire. Roger that. Now then, boys, time for your spanking. Oh. Oh no, those are missiles, and a lot of them. Are those missiles? Or missiles, if you prefer? That's anti-ship napalm. Just the blast from those is enough to melt through even nano-laminate armor. Try to maintain a distance that will allow us to intercept them. Got it. Sorry, Mikazuki, I didn't have time to fine-tune the reactor. I'd send you out like this. I'll get by, so long as it moves. I feel guilty, so don't die, alright? I plan to outlive you, old man, so don't worry. Hey now. Now you're getting carried away. Seriously, don't get yourself killed out there. Alright, the Barbatos is ready. Yeah, oh, here we go. Cinematic and the theme music. Opening airlock and catapult hatch. Catapult on standby, ready when you are. Alright, Barbatos. Mikazuki August, heading out. Yeah. Check it. We got a new gun. Well, I suppose the same gun. We had the gun last time, but it's there. It's dead sexy. Sorry I'm late. Heh, I wasn't waiting. Alright, let's do this, Barbatos. Sorted team! Ugh, it's gonna feel good. Alright, so if we throw Group 3 into the mix, there's a problem, right? Like, let's just take a look at Group 3. So what I kind of wanted to do, which I didn't do, I don't really have... I only have 3 things I can deploy right now. So, I wanted to grab another mobile suit to put into this group. So while we're in space, we could use the mobile suit that works in space and deploy all 4 people. So we can't use Group 3. So it's going to be Group 1. Oh, and you can deploy 5 people from Group 1. Oh, that's interesting. Alright, hold on. I may then change up Group 1. Group 1 only has 4? Alright, I'm going to pull somebody from Group 3. Alright, produce. Not. Oh, wait, what? Oh, hold on, sorry. I'm having a hard time. Okay, so here. We could deploy or we could produce, and then here we could produce. Oh, okay, that's kind of interesting. Okay, I didn't know we could do that from here. All right, we're not going to do that. We're going to actually deploy. We're going to pull... I think I'm going to pull the Finn. Where is it? Or the Jin, excuse me. The long-range boy. We're going to put you in... Yeah, deploy it. And we're going to deploy your... Yeah, Elfried Schultz. I believe that is the pilot. And you know what? We'll even give you the extra mobility from that if we can. Alright, so that's going to be our 5-piece. I like it. Changes the group up just a little bit. That seems fine. Alright, we'll confirm. And then we're going to go over to the B. And we're going to sortie with her. Now, here's the other... Hold on. We can do this too. Ready? We can form groups again. So here's another option that we have. So form groups. Yeah, I know. That's fine. So I think we can pull extra people out of the other group. So let's deploy some more things. Oh, maybe this isn't going to work. I don't know. We'll see. I'm still going to put you in there. Deploy, mark. Okay. You know what? I'll just put one in there to see, and then we'll switch it back later. Worst case, if we need to. Except, I think I... Wait, did I pull the wrong person out, or the right person? I don't... Oh, never mind. Never mind. I'm an idiot. It's fine. I moved Mark from where he already was to... Dumb. It's fine. Alright. We're gonna move you over to here. So he was already the leader. I'm insane sometimes. Alright, so... Let's put this thing into play. Let's see. Again, I don't think it's gonna work. Oh, I don't remember who was piloting that. Was it Nikki? No. Alright, so we just gotta look at people that have like a high... A high number. Maria's in that. Well, it wasn't Billy. Maybe it was you. Okay, we'll deploy him. Alright, that kind of screwed up our other group, but that's fine. Alright, so he's there. I guess everything's fine. Alright, I don't think it's going to work, but I at least want to try it and see. Alright. Confirm. That's it. Okay. Begin our adventure here. We're going to break out the episode in just a sec, but still. Destroy at least 10 anti-ship napalm bomb missiles. Napalm bomb missiles. Can you destroy at least 10 within 4 turns? I don't know, but I can try. Okay, so first things first, let's just see if this works. Sortie. We cannot sortie number 2. Team 2 is not available inside of our ship. I don't know if that's going to be an upgrade, if that's just going to be like further on down the road, but either way, we'll see. Yeah, it's looking a little bit nasty here. We have 1, 2, 3, 6, 9. We can't destroy 10 because there's not 10 on the field right now. That could be a problem. So we'll have to assume that there's going to be more coming. Unless there's like 2 in each of these. Wow, they have a lot of health. 10,000 each? Oh my god. But you can also assume that they're not going to be striking back. Alright, well, we'll see. Anyway, folks, that's going to do it for this episode. In the next episode, we take battle in space against the Turbines. And hopefully we find ourselves in a favorable position with Teiwaz, which doesn't really make sense, but we'll see how it all plays. Anyway, until then, I've been your host, Bumpy McSquigums. Thank you so much for stopping by the Freak Show. We play, we fight, we conquer.